Hello, welcome to Food Immerse, a channel where we not only teach you how to cook delicious dishes, but immerse ourselves in the history, culture, science, and beauty of food. I'm Lorraine, and I'm so excited for you to join me on this journey, exploring different cuisines, ingredients, and cooking techniques. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss a single delicious episode. Join us as we teach you how to make 3 popular Mexican non-alcoholic beverages: Agua de Jamaica, Horchata, and Mexican hot chocolate. We will start with the easy process of making simple syrup, the best way to sweeten cold drinks. Let's get cooking. To make simple syrup, combine equal parts sugar and water in a small saucepan. I used 1 cup sugar and 1 cup water here. Bring to a simmer over medium-high heat and stir until the sugar dissolves. Let simmer briefly, then remove from heat to cool. At this point, you could flavor the simple syrup by adding crushed fresh mint, broken cinnamon sticks, citrus peel, etc. into the hot syrup to steep, then straining once cooled. We're keeping it plain today. Once cooled, pour into a container. I like to use a squeeze bottle that can be passed at the table. Agua de Jamaica translates literally to water of hibiscus or hibiscus tea. It is high in antioxidants and has a refreshing tart taste similar to cranberry, so requires sweetener. We will stir some brown sugar into the mixture while hot and then add some simple syrup to taste after it cools. Dried hibiscus flowers, labeled as Jamaica, can be found in Mexican markets, larger supermarkets, and online. They can last up to a year if stored in an airtight container in a cool, dark location. To make Agua de Jamaica, you will need 6 cups of water, 2 cups dried hibiscus petals, 1 cinnamon stick, 1 pinch ground cloves, 1 pinch ground nutmeg, 1 pinch ground allspice, a half cup brown sugar, and about a cup of simple syrup to taste. The only special equipment you will need are a 1-gallon pitcher and a fine mesh strainer. Pour the water into a saucepan and bring to a simmer. Once simmering, add the dried hibiscus and the cinnamon stick. Add the pinch each of clove, nutmeg, and allspice. Stir to combine, reduce heat, and simmer gently until water has turned deep red, about 30 to 45 minutes. When done simmering, remove from heat and immediately stir in the brown sugar until dissolved. Set aside for 15 to 20 minutes to cool. Once cool, pour the tea through a fine mesh strainer into a 1-gallon pitcher. Squeeze the liquid out of the hibiscus flowers and then discard the flowers and the cinnamon stick. Add enough water to almost fill the pitcher. Now add simple syrup to taste. I added about a half cup here. I like to make it less sweet, then put simple syrup on the table so guests can sweeten to their own taste. Horchata is a traditional sweet and creamy drink popular in many countries, especially in Latin America and Spain. The origins of horchata date back to ancient Egypt, where a similar drink was made from tiger nuts, chufa, a small tuber. The drink spread to Spain, where it is still known as horchata de chufa. In Mexico, horchata is typically made with rice, cinnamon, sugar, and sometimes vanilla, giving it a smooth, creamy texture. It's often served cold and is popular as a refreshing beverage to pair with spicy Mexican food. Horchata is a go-to summer drink due to its refreshing and cooling properties. To make horchata, you will need 1 cup uncooked white rice, 2 cinnamon sticks, 8 cups warm water divided, 1 12-ounce can evaporated milk, 1 10 to 12-ounce can condensed milk, or you can replace the 2 canned milks with 24 ounces of whole milk. Simple syrup to taste. Keep in mind you will need extra simple syrup if you eliminate the condensed milk, and ground cinnamon to garnish, which is optional. The only special equipment you will need are a standing blender and a fine mesh strainer. Rinse the rice in a strainer and place into a large bowl. Break up the cinnamon sticks into the rice and add 4 cups of the warm water. Cover and refrigerate for a minimum of 5 hours, preferably overnight. After the rice has soaked, break up any large pieces of cinnamon. I held 1 large piece out this time, but I love cinnamon, so next time I made horchata, I put all of it in the blender. We're going to blend the rice, cinnamon, and water in 2 batches. Be sure to include roughly half the water and rice in each batch. Blend for 4 full minutes. Strain the first batch into the pitcher. Now repeat with the second batch. Now add the cans of evaporated and condensed milk, or the whole milk. Combine well and stir in the remaining 4 cups of water. I missed getting the water addition on video. Taste and add simple syrup if needed. Horchata is best served cold. Mexican hot chocolate. Mexican hot chocolate has ancient origins, dating back to the Maya and Aztec civilizations. The Aztecs believed chocolate was a gift from the gods and used it in religious ceremonies. Unlike regular hot chocolate, Mexican hot chocolate is flavored with spices like cinnamon, vanilla, and sometimes anise or chili. The addition of spices gives Mexican hot chocolate a complex, warming flavor that sets it apart. Traditional Mexican hot chocolate is often made from chocolate tablets or bolas, round chocolate discs, which are made by grinding roasted cacao beans with sugar and spices. The Ibarra brand, commonly found in grocery stores throughout the U.S., contains sugar and cinnamon. You can also find Mexican chocolate tablets online. In this recipe, we will add ground masa. This is a traditional practice that helps to thicken the hot chocolate, giving it a more velvety, rich texture. This is particularly desirable in Mexican hot chocolate, which is known for being thicker and more indulgent than typical hot cocoa. It also adds a slightly nutty, savory flavor to the drink that, combined with the sweet chocolate, creates a unique and balanced taste. To make Mexican hot chocolate, you will need 2/3 cup Masa Harina, a 1/2 cup warm water, 6 ounces of Mexican chocolate in tablet form, 3 cups of water, 3.5 cups whole milk, and 2/3 cups sugar. The only special equipment you will need are a standing blender and a fine mesh strainer. Pour Masa Harina into a bowl, add the warm water, and stir with a fork to thoroughly combine. Now roughly chop up the chocolate. Place the 3 cups of water, the masa mixture, and the chocolate into the blender. Blend until smooth. Pour through a strainer into a saucepan and then use a wooden spoon to get as much liquid as possible through the strainer. Turn heat to medium and add the milk. Once mixture is steaming, add the sugar and stir to dissolve. You will now need to stir or whisk constantly until mixture thickens and comes to a simmer. This will take about 10 minutes. Ladle hot chocolate into mugs and serve. Thank you so much for joining Food Immerse and exploring different cuisines, ingredients, and cooking techniques. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe so you don't miss a single delicious episode. If you make this dish, I would love to hear about it in the comments or shoot me an email. Until next time, cheers to good food.
Sounds dry.